What's up, YouTube? This is TheBillyBobHD bringing you another Let's Play today. I've got some more Victoria 2 Heart of Darkness. We are playing as Ukraine. Last episode, we went ahead and annexed a large portion of Upper Egypt here. And what that ended up doing is it left, let's see, 30k troops down here in Egypt. I'm going to actually take a lot of those guys out of there, I think, because I've got this small fleet here. Looks like I can carry 15,000 men at a time, so bring you down here. Let's go ahead and unpause it. And we'll pick up those guys and bring them back home, because what I'm noticing is we also had this war breakout between, oh god, Russia and Serbia, and they are up against Austria and all of Austria's, I guess, satellites there, and they are trying to take Slavonia away. Fulfilled in 66% there. Austria seems to be actually winning the battle at the moment. I think that'll probably turn, but because they've only got 60 military power left and Russia has 156 there, so Russia by pure numbers should be able to take them on and take them over. The fleet has just arrived here in Damyat. So, or it's Mansur. Is it Mansur? No, it's Damyat. So, we'll load you guys back onto the boats and we will take you home just to reinforce our home states there. Someone mentioned and made a good point that I actually have. Get on the boats. I actually have a corps in Austria that I could technically declare war against them at the moment without any infamy penalties, which would be super awesome. Hold on, guys. That music is just a tad loud for me there. Let's turn that down. Sorry if that's too loud on the recording. Go ahead and unpause it here. So, I could do that, but it's East Galatia here. If I go to the region map mode, this pink chunk here that I could take from them, which would be nice, except Russia currently occupies that territory in their current war, so I'm almost feeling like there's not a whole lot I could do there. And I've actually got some room to pump out some more military units here. I'll give them a couple of artilleries as well, because we do have an overall military power of 87, so I could technically take on Austria by myself, but with all of their little sub-states and satellites there, that may get a little hairy. Let's go ahead and move it up to speed 4. Gain 3 prestige or gain relations with Württemberg. I'll take the prestige. Yes, thank you. We're currently number 16 in the world here. We're allied with the Swedes. We're protected by the Russians, and we do have a truce with the Ottomans as well. Or, excuse me, the Egyptians. So their capital of Cairo here is sort of cut off from the rest of their country. They are looking extremely weak. And currently the Ottomans are at war with Egypt, so I wonder if they are... I wonder what they're trying to take here exactly. Let's go ahead and check it out. War of Upper Egypt concession. They are demanding Upper Egypt, so if I take a look, that's Lower Egypt. It's Matra. Upper Egypt is this chunk here, so the Ottomans chasing this little chunk where my pointer is after me there, which kind of sucks. I can hear my new units being generated, so we did leave a total force of 15,000 down here in Egypt. I think that'll be fine for now, just to quell any potential rebellions that may pop up. So this is the 15 stack now that's come back home, and I'm going to actually combine these new infantries into that stack. So I've got a 30 stack sitting there, which is nice. You guys are all... Yes. Everyone else is consolidated. That moves my overall military power up to 93, which is pretty baller. Research points plus 50%. Excellent. So that means we finished the empiricism, I believe. Yes? Yep. How is my army currently looking? I do have the latest military equipment, breech-loaded rifles here. Organization plus 5, but it does give me extra consumption, which makes things more... God, everything is, really. Yeah, we do have a good current balance of 796k there. If I boost up my input efficiency tech, minus 1%. So I'm going to continue working on the economy. We only have 3 factories at the moment. The one in Kiev is actually completely full. Don't have any projects yet to bring that back up, but we are nationalists, so I can't build factories on my own. Can I have capitalists do that? Yes, I can. So if I go to my pop tab over here, clergyman is at 2.1%. So I have 4 national focus that I can actually screw around with. And if I go here to population density for my country, these guys are encouraging craftsmen in Kiev. So I can actually switch that over to, I may switch that over to capitalists. And then, what else? I've got soldiers going over here, which is nice. Capitalists there. Again, capitalists. Gosh, everywhere. And soldiers. Yeah, so everyone else is soldiers, while we'll have some capitalists that come into the picture as well, so that'll be good. But I go back to my population tab here. I currently have 0. So, through encouraging them, some new projects will pop up that I can invest into, hopefully. Okay, here are some, right? So, build small arms factory. I think that's a good idea. Let's pump cash into that. Odessa gets potato blight. It's not good. Lose 2 prestige. I'll let them eat cake for show. Don't want to piss them off too badly. We'll build the glass factory and a lumber mill. So, trying to expand my infrastructure and my factories wherever I can. We want to get that industrial score up a little bit more. See, I've only got 5 points there, which is it's actually worth 20th in the world, which is better than my prestige. But my military is really the shining star right now. I'm ranked 8th in the world. Which, you know, Austria here, still ranked below me. God, I would hate to lose my cores here without declaring war on them. I almost wonder if we could get that done really quickly. It's going to hurt my budget a lot. It's going to hurt my budget quite a bit. Alright, let's get you some dragoons going in Europe there. And we can, where's my 6th army? There we are. Put you in right here. That is now a 36 stack. Excellent. I also really don't have the most updated military in the whole entire world. Did Russia end up taking that territory from... Oh, Serbia expanded. Yes. So Serbia was able to Serbia was able to take this chunk of land off of Austria, so good for them. Since Serbia is allied and in the Russian sphere, I wonder if they would take an alliance with me. Yes, they would. Excellent. So now we have expanded our alliance system with the Serbs as well as the Swedes. 84 military power. So the Austrians are rebuilding their military power quite quickly there. They will very shortly have more than me. It's not a good idea to attack them right at the moment. If I just went here and went to call my allies, see, Serbia would not be able to join in. Sweden would, they say, very likely, but they are in a truce, the Serbs, with the Austrians. Oh, good. Stock exchange. Till 1871, so another 4 years. So I hope my cores stay around that long. I'm really hoping they will. Let's go with business regulations here. That's going to give me a plus 20% diplomatic influence and some mining output and some farming output, which is good because I do have 3.8 million people in my country at the moment. Okay, this Dragoon, you're going to come up here and combine with this 30 stack. Who are the Ottomans? Okay, the Ottomans are allied with the British. Would Russia, or would you guys take an alliance with me? Yes, they would. All poor strata in Crimea changed by -4%. Don't want that. 10%. We will aid those who are starving. Okay. The Russians have now accepted my alliance offer. And we did move up to number 15 in the world, so that's good. Projects. Let's get our railroad. Make sure our railroads are up there. And we are building 3 new factories now. That's awesome. But for example, in Crimea here, we're getting craftsmen. Well, only got 575 now. That is ticking up slowly. Yeah. So we'll let Pops continue to move there. And my military power just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Let's go over back here to projects. Gain 5 militancy. Middle Egypt. Gain 3 militancy and 2 consciousness. We will respect your beliefs. Okay. I do have 590 investors now that are switching funding around into different railroad projects, so I'm going to continue to let them sort of do the work for me. Yeah. So capitalists are going up. We'll, continue to improve them and encourage them. So as I do have my Ukrainian stacks here on the border, not much I can do about it. Which sucks. Most people like me, though, in the world currently. Anything, any other conquests I can start working on in Africa? Yes, without going either at Egypt or the Ottomans yet again. Have a current life rating of 10. We need to get that up to 20. And breech-loaded rifles, which I have. Usually that doesn't come in until machine guns are researched, though. So once the business regulations sort of finish out this technology here, if I go to industry, it may be a good idea to upgrade the railroads and the steam engines too. Work on my industry a little bit further, because I do have some decent railroads that have been tooling around here in the Empire. It's pretty good. Kharkov, Luhansk, Yuzovka, Melitopol. These have forts, but cannot have railroads quite yet in Sevastopol. It's too mountainous. The terrain is a little too harsh there. Anything else going on in the world? War of the Omani Zanzibar concession, and that is Portugal going after that in Africa. And then acquisition of Persian Abu Dhabi. So Persia making moves as well. Down here. Interesting. What are you guys ranked? 22. So Persia not having a bad campaign yet. Oh. The Russians are justifying a war for the demand concession casus belli against Zhang Hui, which would be over here. Oh, wow, down here, I wonder? Yes, because the Russians have actually expanded into China already. Okay. Let's get our next technology up and going. Let's go with the early railroad next. Don't want to upgrade my military quite yet. And the Russians, oh my, big war that just broke out. Second Franco-Prussian War, holy shit. UK, North German Federation, Denmark, and Bavaria are asking for the UK to acquire French Madras. UK demands this from France. And so France and Russia have joined, forces against the British and Germans. And actually, it does look like my side, the Russian side here, does have 422 military power compared to their 396, so slightly larger there. They're slightly favored, but you can also see the Germans jumping across the border very heavily. Bavaria has now been included into the German sphere of influence. The Germans are also jumping over hard into France as well. And you've got UK that is invading a little bit up here in the northern tip of France. Alright, and I think it's also about time that we start a new stack Forgot to consolidate these guys. Let me do that really quickly. Excellent. All right. Those are all consolidated now. So, time to start a new stack. We'll start them off with infantries, of course. My population is rising quite significantly, almost 5K per day there. A lot of capitalists now coming in at almost 1,200. And all of them look to be investing into stuff, so that's good. We do have this project that I'm going to put some... I'm actually going to put cash into both of these projects, which is building railroads through the Sinai and through Middle Egypt. Excellent. So those are going to start popping up here in Africa, which will be nice. Hopefully we will get to build the Suez Canal at some point too. This Casus Belli, forced debt repayment against Portugal. Well, we've apparently lent some debts over to Portugal. They haven't been unable to pay us back. Oh wow, look at Portugal over here too in North Africa. That is different than what I'm used to seeing. So Portugal is having a pretty aggressive campaign. Currently ranked number 33 in the world though, so we're doing a lot better than them. I hate how this little Russian territory sits right here like this. It is accessible from the rest of their ports and stuff. It just looks weird on the map. I hate that. Moldavia here and Wallachia here are both considered satellites of the Ottoman Empire. Excellent. The railroad system has been upgraded a little bit there. We'll get the practical steam engine next. Got a current research rate of 18, so that's probably not the greatest in the world. Here's my new stack that's starting up. And I will go ahead and pump another infantry into you, sir. Russia going through my territory right now. Robert Torrens was a British Army officer, owner of the influential Globe newspaper. Torrens was an independent discoverer of Ricardo's principle of comparative advantage in international trade, blah, blah, blah. Permanent prestige +1. That bumped me up to number 14 in the world, which is awesome. Let's see how this war is shaking out, though, because... Oh, Austria has declared war on Germany as well. This is shaping up to be a really interesting campaign. Close down the bars. No. I'm not going to close down the bars on you guys. The Austrian-North German Brothers War. And this, admit hegemony. Not fulfilled. Wow, that would be huge if Austria were able to take that. But the British have jumped in on their side. Spain has gone to war with Algeria. And the Second Franco-Prussian War. Looks like there's more demands coming from the British-German side of things, while France is saying, I'm going to cut you down to size, United Kingdom. And so France/Russia do look to be winning the battle at the moment, and their military power seems to be doing pretty well. So this may be, once Austria gets chunked up a little bit with Germany, this may be the time to go ahead and jump in and try to take Galicia back. Okay. Serbia still has the truce going for another year, and as well as the Russians, so we'll wait for that to end. And then hopefully Austria gets really weakened by the Germans, and I can jump in sort of here on their eastern border and start taking territory, because my infamy is also back down to 1 there. So we're looking good. We're also up to number 13 in the world. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, this has been the TheBillyBobHD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and or comment if you've enjoyed this content, and we'll catch you next time.